Hey mathematicians, in this video we are going to be adding two negative numbers together, and I always think it's helpful to think about it in terms of a model. So I'm going to draw a model of this problem starting with the -5. So imagine that we're going to represent each negative by a little chip that is a negative chip, and I'm going to make them red because typically when we think of negative numbers we think of something in the red, right? So here we have -5, right? And so we're going to combine it, we're going to put it together with -2. So how would we make that -2? Well, we would have two more negatives, right? So we've got two negatives. Oops, wrote that in the wrong spot. So we've got 5 negatives, and then we have 2 more negatives. Well, how many negatives do we have all together? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So that means that our answer, -5, combined with -2, is going to be a grand total of 7 negatives. So your answer for number 1 is -7. Exactly the same idea happening for number 2. So we would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 negatives to represent this -6. And then we would have 1, 2, 3, 4 more negatives to represent the -4. So if we combine those two negatives together, we have a big pile of how many, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So -6 plus -4 is -10. Last but not least, I'll bet you can see where we're going with this. So I drew out another model. As you can see here, I have 6 negatives. I'm going to combine that with 8 more negatives. So I have a total of 14 negatives. So -6 plus -8 is going to be -14.